Kelly Osbourne has broken her silence following a viral storm of AI-generated videos and headlines that falsely claimed her father, Ozzy Osbourne, was near death, and reignited long-standing rumors about a so-called suicide pact between Sharon and Ozzy. In a sharp and direct Instagram post, Kelly Osbourne slammed the false claims and clarified that her father is alive, not dying, and that the supposed pact was a one-off exaggerated comment by her mother from years ago. The controversy began after a video circulated online showing clips of Ozzy Osbourne in poor health, accompanied by AI-generated voiceovers implying he had recently passed away or was making end-of-life plans. The video included the claim that Ozzy had said, "I know I'm going to die," and made reference to a decades-old quote from Sharon Osbourne regarding assisted suicide in Switzerland. The video quickly went viral, sparking confusion and concern across social media. Kelly Osbourne was quick to respond. She posted a series of Instagram stories targeting the misinformation, writing, "He's not dying. He's fine. What the fuck is wrong with you people?" Kelly's frustration wasn't only directed at the AI-generated video, but at news outlets and social accounts that reposted the story without fact-checking it. The AI content had recycled an old quote from Sharon Osbourne's 2007 memoir, where she mentioned that she and Ozzy had a personal agreement. If either of them were ever diagnosed with a condition that would leave them with no quality of life, they would consider assisted dying in Switzerland. This quote has been referenced in tabloid coverage over the years but has never been confirmed as a formal plan. If you're new here, make sure to like and subscribe. We bring you the latest updates around celebrities. In her latest statement, Kelly made it clear that the entire suicide pact narrative was, in her words, bulls. "My mom said to get attention one time." She dismissed it as something Sharon said offhandedly in an interview, which has now been twisted and weaponized online for shock value. This isn't the first time the so-called pact has resurfaced. Back in 2023, Sharon Osbourne herself addressed it again during a family podcast episode, saying, "If we're both in a state where we can't even know who we are, we've spoken about it. We said, let's just go together." She added, "We've made a plan, but also clarified that it was not something they had taken any legal steps toward." That podcast appearance reignited media attention, with headlines suggesting that Ozzy and Sharon were preparing for assisted death. A narrative Kelly has now made clear is inaccurate, overblown, and deeply damaging to her family. The situation escalated again in July 2025 when the AI-generated video falsely announcing Ozzy's death began circulating. The footage, stitched together using old clips and manipulated voiceovers, claimed to show Ozzy's final message and presented the suicide pact as an active plan. Many viewers, unaware the content was AI-generated, shared the video widely and expressed condolences, adding to the confusion. Kelly's response was firm. She not only denied the death rumors, but also publicly condemned the people behind the video, labeling them sick and disgusting. In the same statement, she reminded followers that Ozzy, while facing real health issues such as Parkinson's disease and spinal problems, is very much alive and focused on his recovery. Ozzy Osbourne, 76, has been candid about his ongoing health challenges. In recent years, he's undergone multiple surgeries and stepped back from live performances. His most recent public performance was a short, symbolic appearance in Birmingham in 2024, which many described as a farewell to live shows. He also revealed that he's working on a new memoir titled Last Rites, scheduled for release in October 2025. Despite his reduced mobility and chronic pain, Ozzy has continued to make occasional public appearances and engage with fans. His management has repeatedly confirmed that while he's retired from touring, he is not in critical condition. Kelly emphasized this in her post, stating plainly that her father is not on his deathbed. Sharon Osbourne, 71, has also continued with her public engagements. Known for her candid nature and occasional controversial comments, Sharon originally discussed the suicide pact in her memoir Survivor, published in 2007. The statement was originally framed as a private agreement between spouses about not prolonging suffering if faced with terminal illness or dementia. While assisted suicide is legal in Switzerland under certain conditions, neither Ozzy nor Sharon have made any formal arrangements with any institution. nor have they filed documentation indicating such a plan. Sharon's original quote included the line, "If Ozzy and I both got Alzheimer's and we were a burden on our kids, put us down." The intention behind the statement, thus according to Sharon at the time, was to express their fear of losing autonomy and dignity. But over the years, the comment has been picked up and taken out of context, often resurfacing in times when Ozzy's health has been in the spotlight. This latest round of speculation marks a new chapter, one driven not by tabloids, but by AI-generated content. The video, which included AI-reconstructed voices and altered video clips, was presented as a breaking news-style obituary, misleading viewers across multiple platforms. Its rapid spread triggered panic and backlash, leading to Kelly Osbourne's fiery rebuttal. Experts in digital misinformation have warned that celebrity deepfakes are becoming increasingly convincing and dangerous. The Osborne situation serves as a high-profile example of how AI tools can generate fabricated narratives with real-life consequences, prompting family members to step in and publicly defend their loved ones against false death reports. In the days following her statement, Kelly Osbourne has received support from fans and tech experts, many of whom are calling for stronger regulation and accountability for AI-generated content. Several posts on X, formerly Twitter, have gone viral in support of her remarks, emphasizing how deepfakes are now crossing serious ethical lines. Meanwhile, Ozzy Osbourne has not directly responded to the rumors. His team issued a brief statement reiterating that he is resting, recovering, and writing, and focusing on his memoir, Last Rites. No public appearances are currently scheduled, though his publisher confirmed that Ozzy is expected to participate in a limited press run closer to the book's release. The video that reignited the controversy was created using AI voice cloning and old footage, giving the impression that Ozzy Osbourne had made a final message about his health. It included references to a supposed pact with Sharon Osbourne, reviving claims that the couple had decided on assisted suicide if faced with severe illness. The viral spread of this content prompted a strong response from the Osborne family, particularly Kelly, who addressed the misinformation head-on. She clarified that the statement about a suicide pact was something her mother had said years ago, not as an actual plan, but in a casual or hypothetical context. The original remarks came from a memoir and were later referenced again in a family podcast episode. However, there is no evidence of any legal or medical arrangements being made by the Osbournes towards such a plan. Despite ongoing health issues related to Parkinson's disease and past injuries, Ozzy Osbourne remains active behind the scenes. He is currently working on a new memoir and has stepped back from live performances. His last on-stage appearance was framed as a farewell, but not because of a terminal condition. Statements from his team confirmed that he is stable, focused on recovery, and not facing any end-of-life scenario. The incident has drawn wider attention to the use of AI-generated misinformation, especially involving public figures. Experts have warned that deepfakes and fabricated voiceovers can easily mislead the public, especially when combined with sensitive health topics or controversial past statements. The Osborne family has chosen not to engage further with the issue publicly. Sharon has not commented on the renewed focus on the suicide pact remarks, and Ozzy has not issued any statement. However, Kelly's clarification was intended to stop the speculation from spreading and to push back against the narrative that her father is near death or preparing for assisted suicide. There is no confirmation of any future public appearances from the couple, though Ozzy's upcoming book, Last Rites, scheduled for release in late 2025, is expected to address his health, career, and family in more depth. For now, the family remains quiet, and the claims circulating online have been widely discredited.